The world of Days of Our Lives is about to be shaken once again. As tension rises and secrets threaten to explode, the fate of young Rachel Black hangs in the balance. Could Child Protective Services, CPS, really take her away? Is this the worst nightmare coming true for Brady Black and Kristen DiMera? Stay with us as we dive deep into the unfolding drama, dissect every clue, and explore what this could mean for Salem's most controversial parents. Rachel's recent escape from home has set off alarm bells throughout Salem. Given her history of emotional struggles and the ongoing war between Kristen and Brady over her custody, it was only a matter of time before CPS got involved. Rachel's reckless decision to run away has not only endangered her safety but also cast a massive shadow over her parents' ability to provide a stable home. The situation becomes even more dire when considering the details of Kristen and Brady's tumultuous past. Both parents have long rap sheets filled with questionable choices, legal battles, and bitter confrontations over Rachel. CPS has kept meticulous records of their constant legal skirmishes, the restraining orders, and the previous allegations of misconduct. Now, with Rachel's latest runaway incident, the agency has ample justification to escalate their involvement. Brady was the first to sense the impending crisis. His desperate warning to Kristen about the CPS visit underscores the severity of their predicament. He understands that every minor slip-up, every unguarded moment, could be used against them. The officials won't just be scrutinizing Rachel's most recent escapade, they will be digging into the years of chaos that have defined her upbringing. So what exactly triggered this latest round of scrutiny? Why is CPS suddenly turning its full attention to the DiMera Black household? Let's break it down. For years, Kristen and Brady have been locked in a relentless legal war over their daughter Rachel. Each battle in court has further complicated their already tumultuous relationship, with neither parent willing to yield. The legal documents filed against each other tell a story of betrayals, accusations, and desperate attempts to gain full custody. Kristen's track record is a minefield of reckless decisions. Her criminal past, manipulations, and history of violence have made her an unreliable figure in the eyes of the law. Kidnappings, prison sentences, and countless deceptive maneuvers have only fueled the doubts surrounding her ability to be a stable mother. But Brady is not without his own demons. Though often viewed as the lesser of two evils, his history with addiction, questionable romantic choices, and past violent outbursts don't exactly make him the ideal guardian either. To make matters worse, Rachel has been placed in multiple high-risk situations due to her parents' constant feuding. From being caught in the crossfire of their manipulative games to being a pawn in Kristen's larger schemes, the young girl has endured far more than any child should. With so many dangerous events on record, CPS could very well determine that neither Kristen nor Brady is fit to care for her. Brady knows this and is taking the matter more seriously than ever. His urgent warning to Kristen about the CPS visit was not just paranoia, it was a genuine plea for them to be careful. One mistake, one ill-timed emotional outburst, or one poorly handled confrontation could be all it takes for CPS to make their decision against them. If they fail to prove their worth as parents, Rachel could be removed from their custody indefinitely. Kristen, ever the defiant fighter, may believe she can outmaneuver the system, but with CPS already scrutinizing their every move, their chances of keeping Rachel grow slimmer by the day. Will they manage to set aside their differences and prove that Rachel belongs with them, or will their inability to coexist as responsible parents finally catch up with them? To make matters worse, Rachel's connection to the Ava Vitali kidnapping scandal could be the final straw that tips the scales against Brady and Kristen. If CPS uncovers even a hint of Rachel's involvement in Ava's disappearance, they may determine that Rachel is living in a dangerous environment, an environment that justifies removing her from her parents' custody. Ava Vitali is no stranger to manipulation, deception, and dangerous plots, but longtime Days of Our Lives fans also know that she possesses a complicated moral compass. Despite her past transgressions, Ava may feel a certain level of responsibility to protect Rachel from the consequences of her actions. If Ava chooses to keep Rachel's secret, she could be the only thing standing between the child and a devastating separation from her family. But how long can a secret of this magnitude remain hidden? The risk of exposure is enormous. If even one slip-up occurs, if Rachel, in an unguarded moment, lets something slip to the wrong person, it could send shockwaves through the case and dismantle any remaining hope Brady and Kristen have of retaining custody. Furthermore, Ava's own unstable position in Salem puts her at risk. If authorities press her too hard, will she crack under pressure and reveal Rachel's involvement to save herself? Or will someone else come forward with damning information? Could Ava's silence be the last line of defense keeping Rachel safe, or is it only delaying the inevitable? And if the truth finally comes to light, what will be the consequences not just for Rachel, but for everyone involved? One thing is certain, this situation is a ticking time bomb, and when it explodes, no one will be left unscathed. Rachel is known for her fiery temper, quick wit, and stubborn streak. Though she is still young, her strong-willed personality makes her unpredictable, often acting on impulse rather than careful thought. This has been both a strength and a weakness for her, as it allows her to stand up for herself, yet also leads her into risky situations. As the CPS investigation looms over the DiMera Black household, one major concern is Rachel's ability to keep quiet. Given her impulsive nature, what if she unintentionally reveals something damning that could push the agency to remove her from her parents' custody? Even a small slip-up in front of an investigator could lead to disastrous consequences. Imagine a scenario where Rachel, in her fiery determination, insists to CPS officials that everything would have worked out if her kidnapping plan had gone the way she envisioned. Just one careless statement like that could destroy any chance Kristen and Brady have at retaining custody. CPS is not just examining their past mistakes, they are closely watching the present to evaluate whether Rachel's current environment is emotionally and physically stable for her development. Furthermore, Rachel's interactions with Ava Vitali add another layer of complexity. If she lets slip any details about Ava's ordeal or about her own involvement in shady dealings, the consequences could be irreversible. Rachel may not fully grasp the gravity of the situation, and in a moment of misplaced trust, she might say something that brings the entire house of cards crashing down. Kristen and Brady are fully aware that their daughter's passionate personality could be both their greatest asset and their ultimate downfall. The question remains, will Rachel's own words end up being the final nail in the coffin for Kristen and Brady's custody rights? Or will she somehow manage to keep her emotions in check at the most critical moment? As the pressure mounts, Kristen and Brady must now brace themselves for what could be the most grueling and consequential interrogation of their lives. Child Protective Services is not coming for a routine check. They are arriving with a deep sense of scrutiny, prepared to unearth every detail about Rachel's upbringing, her emotional and physical well-being, and the overall stability of her home environment. CPS agents will methodically examine everything: Rachel's education, her social interactions, the discipline methods used by her parents, and even the psychological impact of their tumultuous custody battle. They will speak to teachers, neighbors, and any adults who have been a consistent presence in Rachel's life, looking for any inconsistencies or red flags that could suggest neglect or endangerment. Kristen, infamous for her cunning and manipulative ways, might attempt to charm or outmaneuver the officials, but could her deceptive tactics ultimately backfire? Will CPS see through her polished responses and carefully constructed facade? Meanwhile, Brady, whose strategy may be rooted in honesty and a heartfelt appeal, will have to prove beyond doubt that he is a fit parent. But will his sincerity be enough, or will his past struggles and mistakes come back to haunt him? The stakes could not be higher. This is not just about proving that they love Rachel. This is about demonstrating that they can provide her with a safe, stable, and nurturing environment. Any sign of discord, any moment of hesitation, or any misstep could be used against them, potentially leading to an outcome neither of them is prepared for. It's a high-stakes battle, and one wrong move could mean losing Rachel forever. Will Kristen and Brady rise to the challenge, or will the weight of their past mistakes and present conflicts seal their fate? Despite the looming threat, one thing is certain: Brady and Kristen will not let Rachel go without a fight. However, even if the worst-case scenario doesn't happen, Rachel may still be separated from them for a significant period of time. As we brace for more shocking twists, Days of Our Lives is setting the stage for an emotional rollercoaster. Will CPS rule in favor of Rachel's parents, or will she be placed in protective custody? Could a shocking new revelation change the game entirely? Now, we turn to you, the fans. What do you think will happen next? Will Brady and Kristen lose custody of Rachel? Will Ava's secret hold up, or will the truth come crashing down? Could there be an unexpected twist that changes everything? Drop your theories in the comments below. Let us know what you think about this intense storyline. Will Rachel be saved, or is she destined for a heartbreaking separation from her parents? And don't forget, like and subscribe for all the latest updates, breakdowns, and exclusive previews from Days of Our Lives. Stay tuned, because the drama in Salem is just getting started.